Hi, I'm Gregory Paolini, and today I'm going to show you how to take a rough edge on a board and using just your router table, create a nice, clean, flat, straight edge. So stick around. Most folks think that you have to have a big stationary joiner in order to take a rough edge of a board and make it flat and straight. But the truth is, if you have a quality router table, especially one with an offsettable fence, joining a nice flat straight edge couldn't be easier. Let me show you how to set up and do that. Before I change bits or make any adjustment near the bit, I want to make sure I unplug the router first. Alright, I'm going to install this straight cutting bit in the router. The diameter of the bit isn't critical, but larger diameter bits will deflect less, and they'll result in a quality cut. Alright, now I want to raise the height of the bit until it's just a little higher than the thickness of the wood I'm trying to joint. Now I'm going to slide the fence forward until it's just even with the edge of the bit. The trick to being able to use a router table as a jointer is you want to be able to offset one of the fences. And on this particular router table, it's really easy for me to take the infeed fence and back it up a little bit. Bring the infeed fence down just a little bit. I'm going to set it to take off about 1/16 of an inch per pass. Now you can actually see the offset of the fence. And for quality of cut and safety, I'm going to bring the fences in as close as I can to the bit without actually touching. The rough edge of the board is going to sit against the infeed table. As I pass the router bit's going to remove some of that rough edge, making a clean edge. The outfeed table, which is sticking out further and is actually in line with the apex of the cut of the router bit, is going to support that cut piece. So as I make my pass, the entire board is going to remain very stable, well supported, and slowly but surely I'll remove that rough material. The result will be a nice, crisp, square, flat, jointed edge, just like on a stationary jointer. As a matter of fact, this whole setup is essentially a stationary jointer laid on its side. So let's see it in action. Now with everything set up, it's safe for me to plug in the router. Alright, now I'm just going to hook up some dust extraction. This one gets mounted to the router, and this tube actually gets mounted to the fence. There we go. When I'm using the router, it's critical that I wear safety glasses and hearing protection. All right, we're ready to go. Use uniform pressure and a steady feed speed, traveling from right to left. Depending on how rough your board is, you may need to take several passes in order to clean it up. And it's that simple, using my router table as a jointer. Just a couple of passes, and I've created a nice, clean edge that's straight and square to the faces. It's that simple. Be sure to join me again for more tips and techniques on the router table.